Hello, 7 Motorsport here. I'm here today at the Silverstone circuit in another A-class race, and again I'm driving the Porsche 718 tuned by Raceboy. And this is the point where it all went wrong. I wasn't able to avoid that wreck, so this would mean that I would have to restart the race from last position. And you would think, well, that's it, race over. But no, this is one of those lobbies where anything can happen. I had about 5 or 6 very good races in this lobby, but in this race it all started to go downhill, the usual Forza multiplayer shenanigans. And that means, well, stuff is going to happen, so I would not remain last for very long. And since this car I'm driving is tuned for grip and acceleration, I figured I would just do a cutback and then go around his outside. But unfortunately I was not able to make it stick. But like I said a minute ago, stuff is going to happen, so that means 3 cars overtaken just like that. And despite the modifications Turn 10 made to this track, there's still quite a lot of corner cutting, as you will see later on in this race. Like now, I mean. And now my first genuine overtake. This car, like I said, is tuned for acceleration, but it doesn't have a very high top speed. And like I also said, it does have grip, and that's something the guy in the red Porsche could use some more of. And a minute or so ago I mentioned that there was quite a lot of corner cutting. Well, I'm going to show you an example of that in just a moment. And in this case, corner cutting does not exactly pay off. In a few moments after I get past this turn right here, you will notice on the right side of the screen there's a yellow car on his roof. And obviously, like anyone else in this race, I wondered how that happened. So here we have a clip from that guy in the same yellow car. And after he gets hit by another car, he decides to cut the corner, like the car in front of him. And voila! So that's a curb taking out 2 cars, so just don't cut the corners. Alright, back to my perspective again. In lap 3 and I'm now in 15th position. I would not stay in 15th however, but for the moment, for about half a lap or so, I would stay behind this group right here. And here's a situation where Turn 10's modifications did prevent corner cutting, as that guy forgets that there are a couple of tire bundles in the way. And now it's time for some personal sound advice. If you're driving a small lightweight car, like the one in front of me, it's not a good idea to get in an argument with a big heavy muscle car. And skipping ahead to the final lap as I gain a free position, not sure what happened there. And there's some more carnage, which gives me another couple of positions for free. At this point in the race I was pretty confident that I would be able to take this guy ahead of me. And even though I have a pretty good acceleration, well, this car is not as fast as his. But there are still a couple of corners to go before the end of the race. So at this point I was really hoping to get past this guy. So braking for the chicane ahead, I tried to do a cutback. And for some reason he went wide right here. I'm not sure if this was intentional, which cost me one position, but in the end still finishing in 8th. Anyway, that's it for me for today. Thank you very much for watching, and be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more if you haven't already. Until the next video, goodbye.